Well, the WWE's women's division has certainly seen some improvement with the latest signing of Stephanie Vaquer. Now, unless you've been living under a rock, you would know that Stephanie has signed with the WWE. Obviously, we've seen some confirmation from tweets from Shawn Michaels, as well as the WWE announcing that they will be revealing, really just presenting her for the first time to an audience during their tours in Mexico. But there appears to be a lot of controversy regarding the signing of Stephanie with the WWE. You see, when early reports had revealed that she was no-showing her events with CMLL and New Japan Pro Wrestling, thus having to vacate her championships, rumors and speculation began developing that maybe she was going with WWE after all. We knew that AEW and the WWE were going to be offering her a decent contract, especially after the showing that she had with Mercedes Moné at the Forbidden Door event. But upon seeing that she was no-showing those events, I think it was a common assumption that she would be WWE bound, because why would she have to no-show events that have already a working relationship with All Elite Wrestling? And me personally, I was already of the mindset that she would be signing with All Elite Wrestling because of the working relationship, because she's already fought at one of their major shows, Forbidden Door. But given that she is a newer star, someone that doesn't have as wide acclaimed in North America, I'll be completely honest. Upon seeing Stephanie and her program with Mercedes, this was new for me. I'm not going to sit and pretend like I know Stephanie and all her matches and all her glory. But upon seeing her matches on AEW, for example, against Lady Frost, against Mercedes Moné, I became a fan. I immediately thought, wow, why haven't we seen more of her? And then finding out that she had a tryout in 2018 with the WWE, but ultimately they passed because she didn't have the level of skill that they were looking for. She's now obtained not only experience, but that skill, and she's cashing in on herself going to the WWE. I hope it's a long and fruitful career in the WWE, especially given how the common assumption around the media, around the fan bases, is that she might have potentially burned bridges not only with New Japan, but with CMLL as well. To tell you the truth, obviously I think it's a little too early. Anything can happen in pro wrestling. You never say never, as we've learned over the years. If it doesn't work out with WWE, and I know it's real early to be talking about that because she hasn't even been debuted on WWE TV, I think AEW is always an option. But for the time being, it has been revealed that she will be appearing during the Mexico tour that WWE is taking place this weekend. I, for one, am looking forward to this debut. I think it does wonders for her. And me personally, of being of Hispanic descent, I love seeing the representation in pro wrestling. And like I addressed early on in the video, the roster itself has seen such an improvement in the last few years. You look at the main roster with stars such as Bianca Belair, Rhea Ripley, Asuka, Io Sky, just to name a few. And then you take a look at NXT, the developmental brand. So many potential stars that can come out of that brand. We already know about Roxanne Perez. We have Cora Jade, who should be returning from injury any day now. Then you have Kaylani Jordan, Solo Ruka, again, just to name a few, because it's that deep of a roster. We haven't even seen Julia make her debut in NXT yet. And I think that's the common assumption with Stephanie. I think she will be showing up on NXT, obviously because of a language barrier. She is a Spanish-speaking athlete who doesn't have a lot of experience in North America. But on top of that, she has to adapt to the WWE style of pro wrestling. We know it's an acquired taste. It's a little bit more on the showy sports entertainment side of pro wrestling. So for her to come to America and come to the biggest wrestling promotion that the world has to offer, certainly it will be a little bit of an adjustment period for Stephanie, for her opponents, for everyone for that matter. But I think the excitement levels are always at an all-time high nowadays in pro wrestling news especially, because it seems that WWE is continuing to feed off of the momentum that they've been building upon ever since, being led under the direction of Triple H, the TKO merger. At this point, they can't do anything wrong, which is why it's interesting to see all the scrutiny heading towards their way regarding this deal. Only time will tell. It's still very early. Like I said, we haven't even seen her on WWE TV. Only time will tell how this signing will go down. I, for one, am looking forward to it. I would love to see a potential matchup of, Stephanie versus Julia. I know apparently there's been a lot of scrutiny towards their original matchup early in their careers, but nonetheless, it's a different format. It's a different style, the WWE style, and nobody does it like them, quite frankly. Not only in terms of the marketing, but in the production and just the overall presentation of the sport itself. And this was originally going to be a topic that I wanted to share on the podcast this upcoming week, but I had to share my initial thoughts here with you all in this short video. But go ahead and let me know what you guys thought of the Stephanie Vaquer signing. Are you looking forward to it as much as most wrestling fans are? And if you're not familiar with her work, go ahead and check her out on YouTube. If you haven't already, check out Forbidden Door. I think WWE fans, just pro wrestling fans in general, are in for a treat when it comes to Stephanie Vaquer. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to keep up to date with all the pro wrestling news and videos that are produced on this channel. And of course, my name is Jose Ramos Jr., and I'll be seeing you guys in the next one.